Welcome to what many call the original Death Valley, Clemson, South Carolina, where the crowd is rocking in anticipation of the showdown we have in store. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Person. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Yellow Jackets' return team didn't help matters out much there. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Snagged in the middle, it's Coffee. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all three phases. For
nothing but green ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry-up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Sweet, just keeps moving. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Looking to the big tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. On the move. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Clemson Tigers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Quarterback on the keeper. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The pull and throw off the RPO. Tackle is made after the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this one.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
It's 4th and 8 and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Humphreys. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. It's a reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
29 Philly.
Can't get him to the ground. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and short, 2nd and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to him.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback will audible. The snap sets up the throw. He's got him this time. Stumbled to the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And another nice game by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Movement here from the tight end. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Brings it in down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Humphries. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You can't hear yourself think on third and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They've mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Third down conversions, always a huge stat. And they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play knocking that ball loose?
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. It's complete on the right side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your 2nd guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He fires one deep over the middle. Got his man to the left. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers are marching down the field. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to pass, it's Humphreys. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. It's a draw. Barrels all the... And a gain of 6.
It's the MO of this offense. They really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Getting some heat. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going up top. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of... He now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Quick release on the RPO. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off on?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks so the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
Got his man on the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted it. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Scanning the field, it's Humphries. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Looking to throw on second down. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
People are going to watch the end of that clip and say, man, that QB got hit hard. That is not on the offensive line. Nice protection. He has all day to sit back there, make a decision, bake a pie. Eat the pie. Goodness gracious, a ton of time. Got to pull that trigger faster.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots and try to make some plays and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him for the sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Here's the handoff. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Here comes Clemson with another first down. He's going to pass. They've got the screen set up. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Zings it complete to the right. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Humphreys. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew...
Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. First down here for the offense. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Off the RPO, complete. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding, offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Tripped up for the tackle. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around and I'll just go get 1 yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Trying to get to it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not, but my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit, and I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They go to the ground. Bulls his way forward. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
This offense set up with a 2nd and short. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Clemson jumps to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. A run for the quarterback. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Up-tempo for the offense. Really nice run there by the Tiger quarterback. And, you know, even the great passers like Trevor Lawrence, remember that great run he had in the postseason against Ohio State? That's a staple of the Tiger attack.
Yeah, that was a 50-plus yard run, and they needed it the most. And that's what you see when the offense doesn't have answers to a lot of other things. They always got the running quarterback, and especially in those critical situations, you see it when they get in the red zone. It's going to be a big area on 3rd down. When I need it, this QB can make things happen.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
From the gun, the running back has it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Humphries. He's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They move on top here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays up the middle.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. A nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Clemson is quick to the line.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up third and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. Quick toss.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Grabbed in the backfield. It's straight. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
On 3rd down, going up top. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on.
Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Person. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because This is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Picks up the first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might see.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped. Yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to go.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
He's looking for an open man on second down. On the move at the 30. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter